Alright, y'all. We're going to do a video here, getting close to turkey season. We're just going to do one on how to run a box call. A lot of folks, want to get in turkey hunting, don't know anything about it. It's the easiest call to learn how to run. Anybody can just pick up and learn how to use one. Fairly easy. But basically what I do, you can do it different ways. Some people hold between these two fingers right here. That way they can run their yelping. And then you can cut like that too. I've never been able to really cut like that. What I do, another easier way, you put your thumb on this side, lean your paddle against it on the box, and then you can come back down and go into your yelping. Fairly easy. But so just going through early season. If you want to do fly downs, everybody kind of debates whether fly down tackle is good to do or not. If you want to, I've done them. I've had luck with them. That's all you're gonna do. You're gonna start doing the same thing up here for your fly downs. It's gonna be thumb over here and cutting. So you start off with just some light tree yelping. You don't want to do too much of that. They don't talk a whole lot in trees. The hens won't. But when you get ready, you fly down. You just want to do a few yelps. You come over here, start off slow, and then you go into it. And then you ease off and slow back down on the back end. So now that hen's on the ground, that's what the tom needs to know. You don't need to do no more calling if you're listening to a bird gobbling. You don't need to call no more until you know he's on the ground, or I don't anyway. Once you're on the ground, you need to be quiet and wait on him. So he gobbles back to you a few times, and you just want to let him know where you are. You're not going to call real loud. Real loud calling is what spooks gobblers most of the time. That's why a lot of folks, say they can't call in a bird is they calling too loud, really. But if you just slow it down some and just soft call, just let him know where you are. That's all it's going to take most of the time. And if he's locked in on you and there ain't no hens between you and him, he's going to come on up the hill. And then during the day, just to locate birds, you can do just a series of fast cutting and yelps. Well, get them fired up most of the time. This is good on public land usually because a lot of folks don't take advantage of this call. I don't think, but just simple. And that'll fire up a lot of birds. But that's just simple. Learn how to use a box call. And we're going to continue this. I got pot calls and all. We're going to continue this and do videos on learn how to run them. Alright, we're going to do another one here. We got a video up now of how to run a box call. We're going to do this one. This is on just locating calls early in the morning. Now, if you got a lot of owls already in the area, this ain't going to work. I'm going to go ahead and say they get used to it. But if there ain't a ton of them in the area, they will gobble at it for sure. I've had a lot of birds gobble at it, but this right here it's called a Harrison hoot and stick. James Harrison makes them. Hooks Custom Calls makes them. Yeah. But this right here, just early morning and late evening, they'll gobble at this. So you hold it. It's kind of like you're saying okay. Let your fingers down and then cup it around your bottom hand, and you ain't blowing real hard into it. You're just kind of huffing into it. Once you can get that, that's the first little bit of it. You can get birds to gobble with that. You want to learn, if you can, how to roll into it. I'll roll my tongue. Just slow it as much as you can. That's all it is to it. You got birds gobbling with that. And then start getting a little bit louder. You can open your hands up and just kind of slowly open and close them as you huffing into the call. Leave it open at the end. And And if you're in field, you know, real big open areas, you can just blow these without putting your hand on the bottom, muffle it, and just. If you're in real big, wide open areas and you need to get out there, that's what you need to be doing. So that's the hooks custom call James Harrison Hooting Stick. You want to go ahead and put the crow call on this one? So we'll just do this one as a locating video. In the middle of the day, another one you can do is crow calls. You can do crow calls. Woodpeckers will make them gobble. Hawks will make them gobble. I got a hawk call somewhere. I think it's either in the house or in this bag or somewhere. But crow call. All it is a shock gobble. You're supposed to scare them into gobbling. So it ain't got to be realistic like a crow. Just loud. Scare them into gobbling. I gobble with that a lot midday. Alright, part 3. Hot calls. So if you want to start learning on pot calls, I'd recommend going with just a regular slate call to begin with. This one right here is glass. This is I think it's glass over crystal, but it's a good sounding call. Nonetheless, yelping, you simply just yelping. It's small circle. That's all you want to do. So you want to find your sweet spot on a call. This one's just up at the top, and that's all that you want to scratch on these. Keep it conditioned. So there's just small circles on here for your yelping. Hold your striker just like you would a pencil. Small circles for your yelping, and then straight lines popping your striker for cutting. You go back to your little circles for yelping. The purring, all you're going to do, take your striker, skip it across. Don't ever, let me put this out here too, because I'm making sure I don't do it. Don't touch the surfaces of the pot calls with your fingers and put oil on them, because it'll mess them up. Trust me. I've had that mishap in competition before. But you just, for your purring, you just want to skip it across. Short straight lines. Once you just get to the bottom, move it back up, take it off the surface, go back up, and add in you cut you just small little clucks with that. You pop it. That's your basics on running a pot call.